Welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. All right, y'all. So Maul from Rory Maul called J. Cole crying on stage performative after he was crying over a fan who passed away. Now, before we get into the article, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. 2,000. Man, we got to hit 2,000 first. You know what I'm saying? We got to hit 2,000 subscribers, man. But anyway, after that, man, we're going to hit 10,000, 100,000. We're going to be the million. We're going to claim it will happen. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to make these dreams come true, most definitely. All right, y'all. So Maul from Rory Maul. I'm not the biggest fan of Rory Maul. You know what I'm saying? Not the biggest fan of their podcast. But at the same time, there are others who aren't as well. But there are others who do like them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody can have that opinion. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But Maul thinks that J. Cole is being performative for crying on stage during Love Yours. Of course, one of J. Cole's more popular songs. He's on tour right now. From what I think, I'm going to look up the stats on how the tour is doing so far, but I think it's doing pretty solid, right? He has his arena tour right now for the fall off, right? Anyway, we're going to get into the article, and we're actually going to hear Maul speak on this situation. We're going to talk about it even further. Anyway, it says, it's been quite a year for J. Cole, who is currently embarking on the Fall Off World Tour. The tour kicked off in July and continues throughout North America until September before he heads overseas. So far, there haven't been any major complaints, controversies, or viral moments that occupied headlines, but an emotional rendition of the single Love Yours sparked debate on the new Rory Maul podcast. Continuing on, in a recent show, J. Cole has been becoming visibly emotional while performing Love Yours, and Maul doesn't seem to think it's genuine. The media personality said that Cole's tears appear to be calculated rather than spontaneous, stating this crying ish is how you win the public back. That's what Maul is saying. Now, we're going to pause right here before we continue on. We all know Maul is OVO to the point where I don't think he was even allowed the Jay-Z 3-night stadium back-to-back, because we all know Maul is, Biggs' brother. You know what I'm saying? They're family, but at the same time, that's Rockefeller, and of course Maul rocking with OVO. We all know the situation between Drake and Jay-Z right now. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was even allowed into the shows, or he just didn't go. You know what I'm saying? But either way, neither here nor there. Put it like this. Maul did feel a certain kind of way about J. Cole stepping out of the battle against Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And when Drake, and like I said, I think Drake was really putting J. Cole in the forefront because he knew he was going at Kendrick, man. Drake was being strategic and doing that. So when J. Cole stepped out the way, it was fair game for Kendrick just to go and take the kill shot. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But at the same time, Maul definitely felt a certain kind of way about that. He has talked about that on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? He's been very vocal about that situation. So when it comes to criticizing J. Cole, when it comes to Maul, I'm very, I take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, you kind of know where he's really coming from. Like I said, he's OVO, man. Let's keep it pushing, though. And this is Maul's word. He says, I feel like a lot of this is performative, but he is performing. It's his show. He's on stage, so it could be performative. It's nothing wrong with that. I think as Cole fans, y'all get to like your panties in a bunch, Maul remark. Now, if he was doing this ish on Bowery crying, walking down the street while somebody's playing Love Yours, I'll be like, all right, we might need to check on Cole. He might be going through something, right? That's Maul's words on it. Now, this is him actually speaking on the situation, so we're going to play it real quick.
Cole is good. See, don't be a hypocrite, because you said, Cole, all I want to see you do is do Love Yours and all that shit. Stay in that lane. He's in that lane. He's crying. Everyone's crying. I cried. We all cried.
That's why
we cried together.
That's why I said he's good. He's good. This shit he's doing, this crying shit, this is great.
You don't think he?
You are so fucking ridiculous.
This is great. This is how you pull at the heartstrings right here. This is how you win the people back. You become so relatable.
Cole is always, that's been his thing forever. Being relatable.
That's why I said you go all the way
to the point that
Again, I know Rory's combating and going against him, but I said it before. He's OVO. He said it before. He feels a certain kind of way about J. Cole and everything like that. So I take everything he has to say, especially when it comes to critically, with a grain of salt. Let's keep pushing.
People have criticized, like, all right, you're too relatable to college students. I shoot people, so I can't relate. Like, yeah, he has a specific core that he's relatable to. And you don't think with the lyrics of that song that he wrote without AI, penned himself, felt every word that he was writing, he wouldn't cry when performing that?
Oh
my God.
You're posing a question. Can I answer
Oh my God.
Can I answer you?
Oh my God.
Can I answer you?
Of course.
I'll be honest, y'all, I don't listen to this podcast a lot. I really don't like these guys. But at the same time, for this video, we're going to play it. Let's keep it pushing.
I just feel like a lot of this shit is, and it should be. But I feel like a lot of this is performative. But he is performing. He's at a show. He's on stage. So it should be performative. There's nothing wrong with it. I think as Cole fans, y'all
Seeing those fans out there, those fans are at that show, man. They're at that show. We're going to pull up those numbers in a second. I want to see what those numbers look like.
This motherfucker.
It's supposed to be performative. It's supposed to be performative. He's at a
Of course, the co-hosts on the show, Rory, and I forget the other girl's name. They're both disagreeing with him to the point where it's like they're not even listening. Let's keep it pushing.
Yo, now if he was doing this shit on Bowery crying, just walking down the block while somebody's playing Love Yours, I'd be like, all right, we might need to check on Cole. He might be going through something. But on stage, doing a record crying, it's called performance. No, it's a performative thing.
You're acting.
He doesn't
like
think it's genuine.
One of those people that
he doesn't believe it's genuine.
Crying in their bathroom.
No. That would be crazy. I'm just saying this.
The lyrics to Love Yours are tear-jerking. He lived those. You don't know what is going on in his life at the time, too. That could trigger that backstage with his kids, his wife. You could get on stage, see that, and start crying when you perform those lyrics that you mean so much.
I will agree with Rory on that. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's going through, what somebody's been through. So, yeah, in that sense, I do agree with him on that situation. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue on.
He didn't cry. He didn't cry at Dreamfest.
That's funny. You said that he looked like he was about to cry. I think we had that on camera.
When he was apologizing. He was apologizing.
Yeah.
Sincere apology.
Not when he was doing Love Yours. When he was apologizing, he looked like he was about to cry. When he did Love Yours, he wasn't crying.
I'm almost positive this isn't the first time that he's cried doing Love Yours.
He's cried almost every night.
Y'all not cried almost every night. The reason why
he's been teary-eyed almost every night doing this record. You can go back to when he did the shows here. He was teary-eyed doing this record.
I know, but Cleveland was the one that he...
Yeah, it's a terrible city. You ever been to Cleveland? I would cry too if I had to...
Hey, man. I don't believe in disrespecting nobody's hood, nobody's city, because you never know who's in there. Who's special. Somebody's going to hear, you know what I'm saying? I've never been to Cleveland, man, but shouts out to Bone Thugs, man. Bone from Cleveland, man. So, yeah, shouts out to Bone. Let's keep it pushing.
I've been to Cleveland, and it's a lovely city, especially in the fall. Eve even tweeted that it was one of the best crowds, one of the best shows. There may have been a different type of atmosphere.
Every night.
They haven't said that.
He said that at Barclays. He didn't say that at Barclays when he was there. He didn't say, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this is the most lit night. No other show is fucking with this. He said that verbatim.
You didn't listen to what I said. I said Eve went out. I have not seen Eve tweet at all on this tour at all that Barclays was the best, Madison Square Garden was the best, Toronto was the best. He said Cleveland may have been the best Cole show I've seen.
All right, we're going to pause right there. So now they're just talking about what J. Cole's been saying as far as the shows. But as far as him crying on stage about this situation, Maul says he doesn't believe. He believes it's performative. Of course, the co-host, Rory and the other young lady, I can't forget her name. It's slipping my mind. But they disagree with him on that situation. Now, man, we're going to pull up some numbers because I am curious about this. So J. Cole's The Fall Off Tour. J. Cole, man, my bad. J. Cole Fall Off Tour. Let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Sales. I just want to see sales right now. I just want to see how it's doing so far. All right. So J. Cole's The Fall Off World Tour grossed over $100 million with more than 800,000 pre-ticket sales sold, setting massive commercial benchmarks, right? So far that's pretty good. And of course it is still going. It's expanded past 70 global dates spanning multiple. So the accompanying album, The Fall Off, of course, was number 1, 280,000 equivalent. So, yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. So right now, Rapoli has grossed over, and this is 4 months ago, 100 million, like I said, 800 pre-sales. But as far as like the actual numbers right now, I can't find anything on it. But overall, I do think it's going to do very good. I think it's going to do very good overall, man. Like I said, it's going to be a big tour for him. And yeah, man, I like to say as far as the Fall Off album, I thought it was a solid album. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I did listen to it. Oh my gosh, when did I listen to it? I'm going to say it was June. I listened to it again over in June, and it didn't change as far as my score. I thought it was the same the first time I heard it. I was like, yeah, sometimes your first impressions are the best impressions, but you can go back to something and listen to it again. And I do feel like, yeah, I still feel the same way about the album. There were some solid tracks on there, but overall, it was okay. I don't think it was strong enough to retire on. I think that was my main critique is a solid album. I think it's a solid, solid to good album. But at the same time, I didn't think it was strong enough to be like, yeah, Cole he can retire off this. I didn't believe that, especially with all the build up leading forward to it, because I thought it had to be a classic out the gate. But J. Cole fans, of course, man, they love it. And I am a J. Cole fan, but I'm not a hardcore fan of any of these guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in being a hardcore fan, because when you're that, you know, sometimes, you know, you put the blinders on a lot of stuff, you know. But overall, man, yeah, man, tell me what you guys think about Maul's comments about J. Cole being performative and, you know, crying for love yours. And overall, if you have went to the Fall of World Tour, put it in the comment section. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon.